Hello, everybody, and welcome to the first week of preseason of the Ninja Clash. I am the SaltKing, and I am here with my co-host Voidful Soul.
Hello. We've got a very powerful one lined up tonight for you folks. We're going to be showcasing one of our most potent and scariest matchups among our teams.
Yes, we have the Philadelphia Liberty against the Daytona Racers. Now,
Now, I looked at this game and I thought, yeah, this is going to be something. We're
me
looking at
too.
two really high caliber teams, if not two super teams, even. Probably some of the scariest ones.
That's for sure. Now let's take a look at Philly's starting lineup for the week. On
They got
stage
Caden
one,
Lebsack leading the charge.
on stage
Very
one, they got Michelle Warnke Prime and Charlie Ball.
Now, I'm not sure about Michelle Warnke. I mean, she's a really strong competitor, but can she really handle the heat compared to Olivia Lopez?
We
She's
will
just
see.
really old, and even in her prime, I don't think she'll face up against her. What do you think?
I think it's going to be a match for the ages. Now, let's see. There's stage two. We got Najee Richardson Prime and Caden Lebsack. Now, what do you think about Caden Lebsack being on stage two rather than stage three?
I don't know. I think that is a major blunder for Philadelphia, since Caden Lemsack is a very potent competitor compared to the stage three they're claiming so far. I feel like that might be a factor that may just cost them the game.
Let's take a look at their stage three. They've got
I don't
Kevin
know about this
Rodriguez
stage
and
three.
Josiah Papel.
Now, I don't know about this stage three, SaltKing, but I've got a very bad feeling about Kevin Rodriguez. I mean, he hasn't been very consistent on stage three at all. Last season, his performance was alright to say the least.
And neither has
Considering
Josiah Papel. He was on the Sydney Serpents last season, and let's just say he was very inconsistent throughout the season.
absolutely, I don't know if they're gonna hold up to stage three, considering Caden Lepsack was the potent stage three dominance in the previous season. But
For sure.
who knows?
Well, now it's
And
time to
their rope
take a look.
climber Matt Bradley looks like he might be putting up a fight if this game actually does go into overtime. What do you think?
Well, considering that that isn't overtime anymore, it will be followed by the showdown if there's a tie, which will be their highest scoring player. I think Matt Bradley will have a good climb here on stage four.
Absolutely think so. But now I think it's time to switch things up. We're gonna head over to Daytona and see the racers' official super team lineup. Starting off on the stage one with Olivia Lopez and Joe Moravsky. Now, these two seem potent. Although you've got the experience from veteran Joe Moravsky, you've also got the young age and up and rising star in Olivia Lopez, which I think makes this duo a very powerful duo that will overtake Michelle Warnke Prime and Charlie Ball. What do you say, Salt?
That is for sure. I definitely see Daytona absolutely dominating the stage one.
And
Now,
now
sorry.
let's meet our stage two recipients for Daytona, leaning in on Renee Castley and Kai Beckstrand. Now, shockingly, the Beckstrand brothers aren't together, which could have been a very powerful duo. But just with these two alone, I think Daytona is going to have a force to fight. And although the Caden Lebsack thing may not work out for Philly, you never know. But what do you think? Kai Beckstrand and Renee Castley leading the second stage.
Well, my personal opinion, I think Kai Beckstrand is very lowly rated in the Ninja Machine simulation. Kai Beckstrand is definitely a very consistent athlete in the real world, but in Ninja Machine, he just doesn't get as much success as he does on the big show.
Absolutely. It's just not well replicated at all, but we never know. Maybe it's just you, maybe it's just me. But amidst all that, let's meet our other three, our stage three recipients, the ones scoring all, Levi Muenberg and Jay Lewis. Now, let's talk about Levi Muenberg because his stop was very interesting to me. Very few teams were really knocking at his door, hoping to take him, but it
Yeah,
was just Daytona that came in clutch and ripped him from his old grasp. Now, I really think Levi Muenberg and Jay Lewis together could really overpower the stage three. What are your thoughts on that?
Oh, for sure. Levi Muhlenberg was definitely one of the top picks in the bidding period. Alaska and Daytona were definitely going at it this season. But I think Levi Muhlenberg is a good choice on stage three
And
alongside
especially
Jay
compared to
Lewis.
the other choices at that.
I think this is going to be a great setup this week.
They may just go all the way. You never know. Daytona does have the lineup, and they've got a good lineup right here. All I think they just need to make a few trades, and they could walk away with the championship. That's what I think.
For sure.
Even with this incredible super team, they don't even need to change anything. Four top 25s is already an incredible feat enough, if it were me.
Yep.
But you never know. Maybe they could make another incredible feat because there are a few other teams with top players.
Yep. All right, let's
And
take
there's
a look.
Farmer Jeff Britton, an old veteran. Now, Jeff Britton is one of two climbers who initially started the trend of climbing the rope in the United States, being the second, I believe, or is it the first?
He was the first.
Okay, being the first ever man to face a long climb. Although he did not win his season, he is still the first man to face the long climb and conquer it. Now, I think he will have an incredible climbing performance, but up against a young Matt Bradley may be a very shaky sort of ground.
Oh, for sure. This is going to be a really good first match of the preseason bracket.
Absolutely. It might just be one for the history books, if
Now
even.
let's take a look at the course that they will be facing in preseason. Now, once again, before we continue, this is just one of 8 matches that we will be seeing in the week. We took our picks to see which game we thought would be the most anticipated matchup, and we decided on Philly versus Daytona. Now, let's take a look at the course that they'll be facing.
They will be facing the Sasuke 19 course, one of the most infamous courses in any sort of parkour history. This being the only course in Sasuke history to have eliminated every single contestant before anyone could ever reach the third stage, which nobody knows what feats they would have had to face then.
Yep.
And I think it probably would have been an incredible season if everybody made it further than being locked up by the grueling stage two. What do you think?
Well, it was a really tough course. The jumping spider took out many, only left 2 to clear the first stage. Now, we get to see stage 3 in action for Sasuke 19, and it's set to be a good one.
Absolutely.
Well, now it's
But enough chit
time.
chattering. I think we all know what the folks are here for. It is time to clap for the ninjas to clash. Got Jybern on the line here. Now, Jybern, you're facing up against a really powerful super team. Do you have any thoughts on the matter?
Well, Voidful, I think that this team was very, very well assembled. They have very good competitors that have proven themselves to be very, very, very sharp weapons on this third stage. Like you got Jay Lewis, who has proven himself, especially in last season of Ninja Clash, to be one of the top competitors to run on anywhere and was one of the top players in the MVP rankings.
Now,
A
Jybern,
lot of sheer confidence and powerful. I like that.
now
This
Jybern,
might be a very interesting
you
matchup.
you started last season on Philadelphia a little bit late in the game, and you weren't able to
Mhm.
make it back into postseason. How do you feel this season is different from last season?
I feel like this season is different from last season because we've been able to have that time to properly create our arsenal, having Kevin Rodriguez, Josiah Papel, and Caden Levsack, who are all top competitors in other leagues around, and were top competitors in the Ninja Clash. So I believe that with the team I have set up here, are many weapons, and I believe that we can definitely make a championship run this season.
I'm getting call signals, Jybern. Are there any other teams that you may be interested in facing off?
One of the teams that I'm very interested to face off against is Sacramento. Sacramento has a very well done lineup, has a very potent lineup filled with some of the top male, and female competitors. And I believe that that game would be good if I were to go up against them. I feel like it would come down to the wire.
That sounds true. A
Now,
very
you said you
grueling
were
game, maybe.
interested in going against some teams. Is there any teams that you're worried about going against?
Well, for me, the team, for me, a team that I'm worried about is also a team that I'm excited to face because I am really excited for challenges, which is why I also say Sacramento because I'm never gonna back down from a challenge, and that lineup is probably one of the most potent lineups that I'm gonna face all season. I think some other great contenders would be Ireland, who has the Folsom brothers and Jun Sato, and one of the top female competitors in Taylor Green, and also Sydney with UG10 and Asa Reynolds, who have proven to be very, very elite competitors.
Well, Jybern, we would
Yes, we
like
can
to
agree. Those
thank
are
you.
very dangerous lineups.
Well, Jybern, we'd like to thank you for your time, and we assume you'll be here watching this game all break down.
Yeah, I will be watching. Thank you again.
Of course.
Well, I
Two,
think that's
one.
enough time for waiting. It's time to begin. We're going to begin our stage one with Olivia Lopez. Let's see how she fares this course.
Olivia Lopez did really good last season, one of the top female contenders. She's looking good
Just
so
facing
far,
this course
and
with no
she gets a
problem.
clear.
With 4 seconds left on the clock. Incredible.
That's a good run from Lopez. Now let's see Michelle Warnke, 14.
Michelle Warnke Prime.
She's going good so far. And she also gets a clear, which ties it
She
up
gets the clear with a
10-10.
faster time. It's now a tie game between Daytona and Philadelphia.
Joe Moravsky is the
Joe
next one to run.
Moravsky.
The
Now,
legend.
we said Joe Moravsky has very old age behind him, which could be a determining factor, but his experience
He
might
also
come in
has
handy.
experience, but he's
He
down on the
fails
flying
the
shoot,
flying shoot.
which is only
Joe
6 points.
Moravsky's fail might have just altered the way the game might just go.
Okay, up
It's time
next,
for Charlie
Charlie Ball.
Ball.
He's one of the younger ninjas, has a bunch of experience already, though.
Charlie Ball could make something good for
And he gets a
Philadelphia,
clear.
and he does.
It is 20
Philadelphia
to
will move.
16.
Philadelphia will lead 20-16, moving on to stage two. Now, this stage two is going to be interesting because Najee Prime is also a really potent legend.
That's for sure. And can anybody clear this difficult stage two that took out all of these, that took out the two people that tried it?
I'm not sure.
Well, we also have a good list of names. We have Caden Lebsack, Kai Beckstrand, Najee Prime, and Renee Castley. That's a stacked stage two.
That's a scary stage two, if stacked is even a word.
That's for
We're going to be
sure.
seeing something really good out of these competitors, and I'm really hoping that this game could be down to the wire.
Okay, here goes Renee Castley.
I'm hoping Renee Castley really shows out today
And
because
he
he
does.
really
He
needs
gets a
it.
clear.
Does knocks it out of the park.
Up
Now
next,
for Najee
Najee Prime.
Prime.
Prime Najee.
Najee Richardson
He's got it.
2017 also knocks it out. And this
Philly is
game really could be
currently
getting
perfect.
heated. Philly is perfect, but we can't rock it out, folks. Anything can happen to our
Kai
competitors.
Beckstrand gets a clear as well. Now Caden
It's
Lebsack
time for Lebsack. We need to see some magic out of him.
missed a rung on Salmon Ladder, but that didn't slow him down at all.
He takes it just barely.
It is 52
If
to
even.
48. It is a close match right now. Okay. All right, here we go on stage three. Levi Muhlenberg leading off the group.
But Murenberg going to need to make a really good progress in order to keep his team out of elimination.
He's
From the
doing just
preseason
that. He's
bracket.
onto the spider flip. Can he beat
He's
it?
going on the
Yes,
final
he
ring.
can.
He can make
Levi
it.
beats the final ring.
Levi Muhlenberg brings the game back for Daytona.
Okay, Kevin
It's time for
Rodriguez.
Kevin Rodriguez.
How will Rodriguez do?
I'm not
Good
sure about
run.
Kevin Rodriguez, but he's got a lot to him. And
He's
oh my
solid.
goodness, an
And he's
insane
down on the
save. And
final ring.
oh, he's down on the ring slide.
The final ring.
That's 9 points lost for Kevin Rodriguez. That could mean the game changes.
Jay Lewis next to run.
We're going to need to see something out of Jay Lewis if
Jay Lewis is
Daytona
bringing the
wants to
heat.
keep their season alive.
Jay Lewis gets the
And Jay
clear.
Lewis walks away with the clear.
Josiah Papel needs to bring something here.
Josiah Papel is going to need to get a full clear in order to even the score out for his climber.
He's down on sending climber.
He does not. This could spell doom.
I think that's game. Yeah, that's game. Daytona wins. But
Daytona takes it
let's
home.
but let's see how stage 4 plays out. It is 4 points per obstacle cleared, and it's an extra 4 if you clear.
Wait, no, I thought it would be extra. It's not extra 8?
No, it's extra 4. Wait, is it? It's an extra
No,
8.
because
Yeah.
two
Yeah.
obstacles.
So it would
When you
be, yeah, they still can't win. Okay. Well, let's see how these people do. Jeff Britton, first up.
Jeff Britton's up first.
He beats it. He beats it.
He beats it. That's what we expect out of a completionist.
Now Matt
Can
Bradley.
Matthew Bradley replicate that?
Matt Bradley also gets the clear, but
He can, but
unfortunately,
it is not enough. The Incredible Cell will have Daytona winning this preseason game.
Daytona
An
will be moving
absolute
on.
real point put up by Daytona. Which means Daytona is going to move on 124 to 104, moving as a quarterfinalist in our preseason bracket. Incredible game indeed.
All right, now
Now,
let's
I
get a
really think Daytona would have had it had they played their cards better.
Daytona
Well, I
did
think Philadelphia.
Daytona
I
did
think
take it.
What Philadelphia had wrong with their lineup, Caden Lepsack right on the stage 2 probably wasn't the move. As you can see with the Josiah Papel decision, like I mentioned, Caden Lepsack is being used underratedly.
Well,
If that's
let's
even a
have a
word.
chat with Jybern. His team just lost. I think it's time to hear what he has to
I think
say.
it's fair. Well,
Fuck,
Jybern,
bruh. Ah.
you're not very satisfied with the result. What do you think might have to change with your team to be ready for the regular season?
I think that one thing I definitely have to change is how I lay out my stage 3. I think that, like you said, I did use Caden Lefsack underratedly. I thought because I feel like he's had a fall off in like recent seasons in other leagues. I thought that he wouldn't have like been able to produce well in stage 3, and I think that honestly, I think that Daytona just had it today. That's all I can really say because I mean, I know that those guys can clear. I know 100% they can. I 100% believe they can. It just wasn't their day today, you know. But I
Yeah.
believe that this
A
is
true
just
Now,
and earnest response.
this is
now,
just the preseason, and you know we'll come back into the regular season stronger. And this is a loss and good thing to get it out of the way now instead of have to deal with it later on in the regular season.
now, Jybern, your team looked so strong going into stage 3. You guys were actually perfect going into stage 3. What do you think went wrong?
And like I said, the guys just didn't have it today. I feel like I could have definitely played out my stages 2 and 3 better. My stage 1 was really good. I won't lie about that, but I think I could have definitely panned out my stages 2 and 3 better. So I'll definitely make those moves happen before the regular season starts.
Well,
Very
Jybern,
wise words indeed.
are there any final words that you like to say to your competitors or to Lars that who you just lost to?
Um, I just want to say, watch out because the Liberty's coming to take it all this year.
Some very threatening words.
Well, folks, it's been an amazing week so far of the Ninja Clash. We will be finishing up the round of 16, and we will decide who will be playing in the quarterfinals for next week's showcase. We will see you guys in the next one. Salt King with Voidful Soul and Jyburn signing out.